So I think we are live on YouTube. Good evening, YouTube. My name is Andrea. I will be the host in this time, okay? But before I start this conversation, I would like to explain a little bit, maybe are people watching us on YouTube, how Talk and Talk works. Talk and Talk is a platform where you can practice some language such as English, Spanish, Italian, French, and we also have German. So this is not a class. This is just an immersion. It means that I am not a teacher. I am a student too. I am here to improve my speaking skills as you guys. So don't be afraid to make mistakes because we are in a safe place to do it. Here, no one will judge you or correct you, but make sure that everybody is going to learn a lot because this is a real environment where we can practice our speaking skills, okay? The topic today is it's a little different. I decided to bring I don't know, can be a funny questions. Today we are going to talk about everyday dilemmas, how to react, how would you react on it? Okay, so we have some questions to discuss. And we always start the conversation here by introducing ourselves. So, Elton, can you start, please?
Well, sure. It needs to be about the first one,
Yeah,
like a
oh,
cool.
it's up to
Oh,
you. It's
well,
up to
just
you.
to be shorty, I am just a cool guy, try to do my best. Yeah, can be that.
Nice. Thank you, Elton. What about you, Andrei?
I don't know. I am a guy that uh radical sports. I think I think is it.
Okay, so it can be difficult to try to present ourselves in a, okay, what I put, reflecting who you are. So let's try, Pedro.
So I am the guy that don't drink so much water, and after I had the kidney problems, I decided to drink too much water. That's myself.
Nice, I like that. I am a girl that don't drink too much water. I just drink water when I am here in Talk and Talk, doing my immersion, guys. Unfortunately, but I didn't have health problem, thank God, because my husband have a has a collection of, how can I say, pedra no rio.
Once.
So yeah, a collection, guys. So imagine. Thank you, Pedro. What about you, Camila?
Oh, this is difficult to say in a fun or a unique way to reflect who you are. I guess I am a person who loves to be around great people. I love to laugh and I hope to listen to talk about great stories, I guess.
And let me try, guys. I'm Andrea. I live in Guarujá, and I think I am a person that uh, love. Oh my gosh, it's difficult. I try to be around people that I like it. I try to be funny with the people. And I really like fighting on Twitter, just something fun about me, about myself. Okay. Let's start, guys. So the question number two. Andre, at a party, uh, are you the one enjoying the dance floor and drinks, or do you prefer sitting, eating, and chatting with the people?
Oh, honestly, I used to like dancing more in the past, but nowadays I prefer sitting and relax, eating some food and chat with other people, and then that's I need because I think because I feel that nowadays I'm a young elderly guy.
Nice. And what kind of music did you use to dance the best?
Uh, Electronic.
Electronic. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. What about you, Elton?
Well, I am I'm the kind of guy that I like to drink. Nowadays, I try to drink less, and I like to make new friends, to talk, to have some chats with, some random guys. And yeah, I don't know how to dance, but when I drink, I know. By the way, nowadays I would like to know how to dance, correctly. So I'm trying to start how uh, a little bit about sertanejo, and yeah, because nowadays I believe that I want to enjoy more the party. I want to know the people, because when you just drink, sometimes you forgot the party, the some part of the party, and I don't like that.
I see it. And do you like to dance sertanejo, like country, or do you like to dance electronic, like
Both.
Andre? Both?
My
Nice.
way, I like both. By the way, last year I went to the Tomorrowland here in Brazil, and it is a big concert about electronic music,
I know about, but I've never uh, gone to
It was
Tomorrowland.
amazing.
Yeah. And just one more question. What is your favorite beverage in a party? Beer, caipirinha,
Mm,
wine?
oh, I drink everything, vodka, whiskey, gin. So nowadays I prefer to drinking more beer, because you can get more the control. And when you are in a chat, while you are drinking a beer, it can be more, in a social way, it can be better.
Yeah, yeah, I understand you. Thank you, Elton, for sharing. What about you, Pedro? I am curious, Pedro, about your answer.
So nowadays, I consider myself a young guy with a old spirit because I don't like too much parties because I believe like I enjoyed it too much when I in my teenager. So in my teenager, I like too much to drink and the dancing and this type of things. But nowadays, I don't like these kind of parties and things like that. And when I had to go, when I try to chat with other people, but I'm the kind of guy because I don't drink alcohol anymore. I try to eat it because some parties that just don't. If he had like uh I don't know how to say that, like free drinks and free food. I try to eat as much as I can.
Interesting, Pedro, interesting. And guys, I am thinking here, I am 47 years old, and of course, I don't like so much parties nowadays, but I enjoy it a lot. But guys, you are young. All of you, Pedro, Elton, and Andre, come on, guys, don't say that I am a old, how can I say? A young guy in a body world, no old body. Come on, guys. Let's enjoy. What about you, Camila?
Oh, I guess I used to dance more just for fun with my friends. Like we always get together and try to listen old music like Elche, and we have a great moment and laugh. But nowadays, I prefer to be chatting with the others. I don't drink anymore. I am like Pedro. I don't drink anymore, and I became a boring person, so I don't like anymore Elche. But I used to do this. It's depend, I guess. If I am in a group that I really know them and I feel safe with them, of course I don't care about this. I can try to dance. I don't need alcohol for this. But I believe nowadays I prefer to have conversation with the other because it's so rare to be in a group in person. We always have a time chatting, so I guess I prefer to enjoy having a great conversation, looking into the eyes and everything.
No, as I said before, I don't like so much parties as I used to like in the past, but I like so much going on concerts. I think it's different, because when you are in a concert, you are there for see your favorite band or singer. So I don't know, and I try jump a lot, sing you together with the bands, this kind of things. And I like drinking wine, I like drinking caipirinhas, and I like drinking beer. I like drink everything, like almost Elton, but as Elton said, it's necessary to have the control. So when we are getting older, we understand that it's good when you have this, this control about the drink. So it's nice.
The
So
hangover is like a sick.
oh my gosh, yeah. The other day it's the worst, So we need to
Yeah.
think more about. That's it. Okay, guys, let's move on. Camila, can you read and answer the next one, please?
Yes, I would say that you like to drink everything but not water, right, Andrea? So
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah, it's a shame, I know.
Yeah. Let me see. At a party, are you the one enjoyed it? Oh, sorry, this is
Oh,
the
yeah.
number three. If a cashier gave you the wrong change, oh my gosh, at the supermarket, would you return it or keep it? What drives your decision? Make maybe cameras? Just kidding. I think
Which
I
one?
would, yeah. I think nowadays I have the conscience that is not uh, the right thing to do, and maybe the cashier need to pay for them the mistake, and maybe this is not enough with them. And I know this is so hard because they need to work in person, so I really appreciate this. So I guess I would say for the person that this is wrong, that the return was wrong, I guess. But not only because they are really they are working person, because I am an honest person, come on. But I think this is the right decision, I believe.
Yes, I totally agree with you. Let's see, Andre, what is your answer, Andre?
I agree with Camila. I would return because I would like that if was the opposite, I the cashier do the same. So if I was the cashier and I I give you wrong a wrong money, I would like to I would say so uh, cu- uh, uh, eu diria só momento, one moment. It's the wrong cash. I forget the word.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Don't worry, Andre. I got your points. Thank you. What about you? Well,
Well, nowadays I believe a lot in the attraction law, So I try to do my best to have good behaviors. So for me, the right answer it can be back there and return the money. By the way, last year I found a cell phone on the street. So I took that and I waited for the owner to call and I could return the phone. And I don't know. I really believe that when we practice bad things, one day it will come for us, So I try to do my best. Of course, I'm not an angel, but I try to do my best.
Yes, I agree with you, Elton. And I really believe when we do good things, we will receive good things. I totally agree with you. What about you, Pedro?
I believe like we are on a good environment, so everybody here is a good person. But nowadays, I agree with all the people. I like the answer about of the Elton and Andre about the law of return and the be empathy, like he put in the other side. I believe that is really important because sometimes we are on stress days, we're doing things like in automatic way, so mistakes can happen. So I believe like the good way is do that. I don't have like too. I remember just one case that it happened, and I was young, and my mom decided to keep the cash, but I thought that was wrong, and I say for her that like, oh, you have to return and things like that. But it's like I don't know how to say troco. I don't know cashback. Maybe I don't know, but it was irrelevant. I think it was 5 reals or 10. But I believe like you have a good position about that. Like even is not relevant for you, but for the other people could be. I believe that's the way that I thought.
Yeah, yeah. And I was about to ask you guys, everybody have passed through this situation like that or not? Because I really don't remember, but I remember that I worked as a cashier in a restaurant for a long time, and I had to pay for a lot of uh, lack of money that was missing in my turn, for example. So I suffered a lot because of this, and I really thinking about when it's happened, the corrective thing, it's return the money. But I don't remember exactly moment that it's happened with me in a supermarket, for example. What about you guys? Have you passed into a situation that you give the
I
money
I
back?
I found the iPhone at the supermarket once and was the last iPhone. And there's a picture from the owner of the iPhone. And I wait for 5 minutes and then the cell phone rang, I don't know the name, rang. And then the person came to me and I returned the iPhone. And then the guy said, oh, I need to pay something for you, like saying 100 reais. And I said, no, no, please. And he insisted, and I avoid to receive this because was an expensive iPhone in that time. And he felt like I need to do something for you, but I said no, this is not necessary. It was a crowd moment in the supermarket because it was Christmas, so imagine it was really crazy. But I remember the guy was so surprised with that. This is not common, guys. I guess this is not really common in some occasions, I believe.
But it's not could be a common. You lost something and receive it. But okay. Okay, guys, I think we can move on. Pedro, can you read the next one, please?
When your order is wrong at the restaurant, do you calmly request a fix or make a big scene? How do you usually handle such situations? Uh, I don't remember like that type of situation happening with me, but I remember when I was young too. I went to some burger shop. I don't know it's correct, but we spent so much time to waiting, like we already took our order, and after like so much orders go, we perceive like, oh, I saw like some people's like came after us and they received the order. Let's check that. And I remember like the person who took the notes don't he took our note, and I and my father was somewhat frustrated on situations. We don't do a big scene like exclaiming or something like that, but we just like because we spent too much time waiting, and we decide like to go out. Like so, let's go out because we lost so much time in this restaurant. But I believe like it depends of the situation. But I believe like if your order is incorrectly, you can say for the people who took your order, like say, oh, you make some mistake or something like that. I believe like we can resolve some situations without like lose your control. I believe like that is possible.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. But unfortunately, we see some people making a scene, in this situation. Because as I said before, I worked for a long time in a restaurant. And guys, I saw a lot of things there that, oh my gosh, why people do it? It's not necessary. Just be polite with the I think it's waiters, garçon, I forgot the name. So, no, everything can be fixed in this situation. You don't need to make a big scene, but I think people do it just to give an attention for them. So it's crazy. But let's see. What about you, Andre? Have you ever passed through this kind of situation?
I think I don't pre- uh, I don't pass the situation, but usually I am a calm person, uh, and so I will try to solve in the best way as possible. But I think sometimes we need to we we must stand firm because sometimes other people can take advantage of you if you are calm too much. So I think depends. Usually, uh, I think everything can be solved with control and calm, but sometimes you need to must firm.
Yeah, good point of view, Andre. I think sometimes it's necessary to, oh, I am not a person that you are thinking I am. So, like Pedro said before, in this case, he could had done some sin, but he doesn't. So, depending on situations necessary. I agree with you, Andre. Thank you. What about you, Camila?
Oh, I need to add something about the other question that I said about the cashier. I guess if you pass for something like this, like someone stealing something for you, I guess you need to think twice from the other. So it's always happens to me. And about this question, I have some experience here in São Paulo. It's really common when you need to a wrong when your order is wrong, I guess. So if you receive the wrong plate, for example, or dish, I'm not the brave person that I I try maybe don't be too much angry with the others, and maybe I ate the wrong plate or dish just because I don't want to make a sin in this situation. So I feel shame to do this, and I don't make a huge impact in this situation. I just, okay, let's eat. That's okay. This happens. But I feel really angry when I ask something on an app. For example, iFood. Yeah, I feel really angry when I ask something at iFood because I can put my anger work for me, so I can scream. So I guess in this situation, okay, but in a restaurant, I avoid big show, I guess.
Yes, I think I am like you, Camila. I have already eaten something that I didn't order in a
Mhm.
restaurant, for example, because I don't like to clean about. And when it comes to iFood, for example, for me it's the same. sometimes, oh my gosh, and I don't know how to plan in iFood, so I need to just scream and eat in the like, it's terrible, but okay, I pay for that. Let's do. Go ahead, Pedro.
So I remember like connecting like these two situations about like the incorrect uh order and the some things like that because I believe like the end of last month I took some order on iFood on Subway and they asked like for 5 centimeters, but I received the 30. And I don't know how to proceed about that like in the iFood, so I just eat it. So, but I remember this thing now. But on the other hand, like Camila said, like when you took a order but it's not correct, like for the opposite, for example, I would be angry, I believe.
Yeah. And in iFood, it's for example, when something that I ordered gets wrong, sometimes I avoid to use the same restaurant. No, because I'm afraid now because I ordered and then didn't receive the right thing. So I avoid then pass a time and then I can return to it there. But for me, it's like that. And how is it for you, Well?
The same like you guys. Maybe if I have this problem, I can try again, but I try to solve it calmly, I don't like to make a big sound. Um, and it happens, sometimes the person are just overworked, in a rush time, and sometimes it can be a problem about the about my communication, and it happens. I believe that if you try to fight or it's it's isn't a good way to solve the problem. We need to try to find the solution, not more problem. But yeah, I agree with everyone here, and the better way. Sometimes I pay more for the order, because oh my gosh, I didn't ask that, I didn't order that, but okay, uh, you know, that's it.
Yeah, I agree. So, Elton, you continuing with you. Can you read the next one or another question and answer, please?
Yeah, okay. If an elderly person or pregnant woman entered a crowded bus, would you give up your seat or avoid eye contact? Why? I have already did it when I was young, but
Avoid the
nowadays,
eyes contact?
yeah, that's it. But if the person ask me the seat, of course, I gave it, you know. But nowadays, when I need to solve something and I need to take the public transportation like bus or subway, I don't know. I work from home nowadays, so I I spend the whole time on my chair, and I don't like to sit nowadays. I go the whole journey. I don't know how can I say this word, but I don't use the seat anymore nowadays. But of course, if I could, I for sure nowadays I think more. I'm more resilient, nowadays.
And guys, I bring this question, as you can see, it's happened a lot, because, for example, this question about the public transportation, my husband, for example, when he needs to take a bus, sometimes it's a shame, but I will say that in YouTube, sometimes he pretends to be sleeping, to not give the seat. Oh my gosh, I say, come on, don't do that, because people needs, elderly people needs a seat. And Sometimes he do it, and oh my gosh, for me it's a shame. Let's see you, Pedro.
So I try to help when some other our preference person came on the bus or other thing. I remember some situations that I was on the and I and my mom were on the supermarket, and we tried to go to the preference. How I can say fila mesmo? I forgot.
Line,
Q.
Q
Queue,
or line, yeah.
queue. All right,
Yeah,
line or queue.
both.
And we started to. I think it was just one person to became our time, and the one or other person come and we do the preference because it was the preference queue. And after that we do the preference for them, and after that come other pregnant woman, and after that we perceive like or we are on the wrong place, we have to go to the correct line. So with that, I perceive like if, for example, when I am on the bus and the I look is empty the place that for the preference people, I try to not sit. But when I saw like he passed so much points and the are empty are is continuous empty, I sit when I need it because like Elton, sometimes I prefer like to stay all the road like see all stand by stand, but I try to do the preference. I believe like for me it's not so hard. I believe like it's easy.
And I think like that, guys. We will be the eldest in the future. So if you do it now, it will be a consequence in the future. So like a law return, I agree on it. So I try to be polite in this case. What about you, Camila?
All this happens a lot here in São Paulo, guys. I live close to a subway station, and maybe people decide to go for the beginning of the line just to get the best place to go sleeping during the period of the travel, I guess. And I am the person who looks at, for example, your husband, Dea, and I would try to look at him until he feel bad and get up for the place. So sometimes I fight with the others in the subway because I know this is totally wrong. But of course, I remember a period in my life that I fake sleeping in the bus, and I was really angry because was the crowd period and the elderly was there, and I was like, oh my gosh, why, where they are going right now, this is 6 a.m. So I was really angry, and nowadays I fight with that. But of course I work for from home and I don't need it anymore, but I know this has happened a lot here in Sao Paulo. It's really common.
Yeah. By the way, I like that sometimes we just solve the problem giving the example, you know. Sometimes you are
Yeah,
not on the preference seat, but you stand up just to try
yeah,
to, oh, let me stand up. Maybe I can make it that person learn, you know,
yeah.
or something like
Here,
that.
here in São Paulo, sometimes someone, a crowd in the middle of the vagão, I don't know how to say that. Oh, someone need the seat, someone special need the seat, just to make the other feel shame to be there or not use the excuse to sleeping because someone is crowd there. So it's a shouting there. So it's really common here. It's like a
Yeah.
selva, it's wide situation.
I think it's happening in all the places, guys. That
Yeah.
people are not so polite about it, unfortunately. Even my husband, oh my gosh. What about you, Andre?
So I didn't take the bus very times because when I was younger, I I went to work by bike. So and nowadays I work from home, but I usually give my seat because I hope in the future somebody uh, do the same.
Yes, I agree with you. As I said before, we will be the elders in the future, so we need to pay attention in our action nowadays. Okay, guys, I think we have more time yet. So, Camila, let's see. Can you choose another one? You don't need to follow the sequence, but
Mm-hmm.
some question that you think it's
Oh, there's
interesting.
a interesting here. Number 10, if you discover a friend cheating on their partner, would you reveal the truth to their expose or stay silent? Oh gosh, how would you handle such a delicate situation? God. Mm, if this person was really my friend, a close friend of mine, I think, gosh, it's so difficult to say that. I would say but only a close friend, like almost like a sister, for example, because I avoid to be in this kind of situation because sometimes they could be good after a big fight, and then you feel like, oh gosh, I am the bad guy here in this situation. So I know this is hard because you are just you became a witness, I guess, in this situation if you don't say anything. So it's kind of a tricky question, I believe. But I would say depends if you were a close friend.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a difficult question, and I really don't know how to answer. Let me see the others, and while I am thinking, I will continue being thinking about my answer.
Be
So,
honest,
Andre,
eh, guys.
yeah,
Be honest.
be
Yeah.
honest. What do you think, Andre?
So it's a really difficult question. I agree with Camila. Uh, if was a close friend, uh, the- and if Don was a close friend, I would be angry, and I talk to my friend and give you advice to talk to their partner. And if the both it's a close friend, I would talk to the other people if my se, se por exemplo, se a pessoa que é mais meu amigo, no caso, se for o homem ou a mulher, if the disagree about the explain the situation for the partner.
Have you ever faced this situation in your life, Andre, or not?
No.
Thank God.
No.
Nice. What about you, Eld?
Sorry, guys, what is the question?
Question number 10.
Mm, yeah, it can be a delicate situation. I don't know, maybe I'm the kind of guy that I avoid the right situations, and I don't know, maybe I prefer to be neutral.
Yeah, you are em cima do muro now, Elton.
Yeah, yeah, because you can tell about the situation, but see, at the end you will be the wrong guy, because a couple they almost always resolve the situation, you know, and the wrong person is who told about the problem about the about this question. So I prefer to be neutral.
Let's see, Pedro.
All right, I believe like I am trying to be the opposite of Elton, like don't be so much neutral and give my opinions about that. But I agree with everybody here. It's a tough situation because we know sometimes some people when we are all love, they can see like some the the macro of the things, like just say like one part of the history, and if you say like oh the your partner are cheating you, and the people will not believe you because like he are sometimes like in a blind they are blind from love, some things like that. So I believe like I try to say, but I believe like it's a some tough situation because we are exposing other people, and I believe like the important thing too because sometimes we saw something when we are doing something like I saw a boyfriend of my friend uh talking with the other one, and I do the like oh we are cheating or something that if you are saying something like that, we have to be like real concrete with your situation because if you say something that they aren't true, I believe like you are in a big mistake, and maybe a friendship could be broken from something that you do the wrong in a wrong way.
What you answer, Pedro? And I really don't know, guys, what I would do. Maybe I would analyze the situation, like try to talk with the person. Oh, I don't know, to see uh, what would be the reaction from this person, But I don't know. We have a phrase here in Brazil, em briga de mulher, de marido e mulher, ninguém mete a colher. So I think I would follow this path, But yeah, and I believe that everything that you do will not, for example, if you do something wrong, it will not be in a right forever. No, some one day it will be exposed. I don't know how, but someone will discover or something like that. So I prefer uh, uh, wait for the God and make the providence, do the providence. I don't know how to say that, guys. Better than me, So, okay, guys. Oh my gosh, I think we can answer one more question. What do you think? I think we have 10 minutes, yeah? So, Elton, it's our turn. Choose another one for us, please.
Maybe the last one.
Go
Imagine
ahead.
a friend borrowing money from you, but never paying it back. Would you ask them about it or let it slide? Why? Well, if it is my friend, for sure, I will ask about the money. I will try one, two, three times, but maybe I can give up. you know. Sometimes I feel that I don't like to um I forgot the word, borrow
Or
money. I don't like that, because sometimes you can lose your friendship, the, lose your friend, and I avoid that a lot because sometimes it happens. And yeah, for me, if I like so much the guy, and it is the kind of guy that, oh man, I can count I can count of you, I think I forgot the words now. But yeah, I try to forget and okay, man, okay, let's move on. Got it?
it's another difficult situation.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elton. What about you, Andre? The question number 12.
I totally agree with Elton. I don't like to borrowing money, but I don't have afraid to if I need to say, oh, you don't pay uh, You should feel shame. That's it.
Yeah. Give my money back, okay? Something like that, to
The
be honest.
worst part of that is that sometimes you feel like, oh my gosh, I
You are
am
wrong.
I
Yeah,
am wrong
yeah.
because I am asked about my money, you know?
That's it. You said everything out. What about you, Pedro?
So nowadays I work in a bank area and that's part of my job. But I'm not a real good people like to do that, like to say for other people you have to pay me back. And I remember I try some strategy on the end of word, like saying about the Happy New Year, we are getting a new year, so let's pay back the money that you used from the bank, and the people just say thank you. He ignored all the message I said about like you have to pay back the bank. We are needing you are not the plant. I don't know if it's correct word for or English, but I know it's a type difficult thing like how you do that because I know like it's a enterprise. You have to do that. It's your job. But in my personal life, I try to not be a boring person like the guy said, but if the money that I give it from the other people and impacts me, I will say the like in a honest way, like, oh, I need this money, give me back. Yeah, I believe like be education from that is important too.
Yes, I agree with you. And sometimes it's happened with me in the past, but I remember that I asked two or twice or three times my money back, and I gave up, because I would lose my friend, and I don't know. I think I lose, because I needed to ask for my money. And okay, you need more than me, so something like that. What about you, Camila?
Oh, guys, I don't feel great to ask from the other my money's back, but I can put some indirect message on maybe in Instagram, use Rihanna songs like "Bitch, could I have my money?" So this kind of situation, just to try to get it back. But I know this is like this happens only once, I believe, because the other person cannot have the face to ask me again. So I guess I will let it slide. But I know that sometimes we lose some friends because of this, but it's not my problem. But I guess I am the person who don't back the money.
And it's interesting, guys, because, for example, if it's happened once, will not happen again, because you
Yeah.
learn from that. Oh, okay, it's the first time that I borrowed or lend the money, and I will not do it for anyone more in my life, because
Yeah.
it will be the same, I think, guys. Okay, guys, we don't have so much time to continuing answer the question, but let me know how would you think about the conversation? It's a different one, a different question, but let me know, guys. Elton, please.
Well, I love it that it was usual questions, it was cool, fun, and I enjoyed a lot the immersion. Thank you.
Nice, thanks so much. What about you, Andre?
Yeah, I like it. It's a funny question, and I I enjoy. It's the same Elton answer.
Okay, thank you so much. Pedro?
I also like, I believe, like how the guy said, these are some questions that we have in our routine, and this is interesting. Like try to think that in English. I believe like it's a good way to learn English. I believe that is. Thank you.
Thank you, Pedro. What about you, Camila?
Oh, wow, was awesome. It's hard to explain this in English because I had this situation in Portuguese, but sometimes I need to find a vocabulary to express myself. And I learn a lot. This is the first time that read Let It Slide, so I guess it's a good opportunity to know different things. So was awesome for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice, guys. Thanks so much for coming for this immersion. I put on the chat the survey. If you want to, please answer for me. It's really important to keep improving the platform and my immersions too, of course. No. And on Friday, guys, I have other scheduling Friday on Friday at, oh my God, 9 p.m. And we are going to talk about the impact of travel on personal growth. So you all are invited to participate, okay? Thanks so much, Camila, Elton, Andre, and Pedro. See you around, guys. Bye-bye.